Hi, I'm Chad Larrys, and this is BattleTankTalk.com. I'm at the Military Vehicle Technology Foundation's museum. Now, this is one of the world's largest collections of privately owned tanks, half-tracks, and armored cars. Now, right behind me, this is one of the last vehicles that Jacques finished before he passed, and this is the World War II German Panther, completely restored. Everything on this vehicle works. Now, the Panther is one of the main battle tanks the Germans used in World War II. Now, there are about 6,000 produced, and now they started with the D model, followed by the A model, which is this tank here, and then the G model after that. Why they started with the D model, I don't know. Just one of those things the Germans did. Hey, now, specifics about this vehicle. They went to the sloped frontal armor because after encountering the Russian T-34, they found that that was superior with the amount of punishment that the Russian T-34 can take and deflecting all the German anti-tank guns at the time. Now, follow me over here to the German Panzer IV, and you can see what the Germans were using. Now, they had flat frontal armor on the earlier Panzer IVs, and although they were decent tanks at the time as far as reliability and everything went, they were not stopping the armor-piercing rounds that the Allies had at the time. So that's why the Germans then followed the Russian design and sloped their armor. Another thing they did too is introduce the interleaving road wheels. Now, this gave a very smooth ride for the German tanks, and that was one of the benefits of this design. The bad part about it is that if one of the road wheels got damaged, you would have to remove this entire section of road wheels to get to the damaged road wheel. So that's going to take you about 4 times as long as, say, an American tank. So let's go over to the Sherman right here and look at the road wheels on this one. So to replace a road wheel on a Sherman, if it got damaged for whatever reason, hey, that's pretty simple. Just straight to the point, you block that up, change the road wheel, you're on the way. Panther, a lot more complicated.
Now, going back to the sloped armor on the front of a Panther, you have 80 millimeters of frontal armor. You put that at a 55-degree angle, and now the Allies have to penetrate 140 millimeters of armor. And your average Allied anti-tank gun at the time, be it on the M4 Shermans or the Russian T-34-76s, for example, two of the main battle tanks that the Allies fielded, could not penetrate that much armor from the front. Now, the turret armor, a lot heavier on the Panther as well, too. Side armor, about 45 millimeters.
This is freaking awesome, man.
All right, so here we are, inside the turret of the Panther. 3 guys that are way too big for this.
Peace.
Damon and Andrew.
I got a ton of room.
I'm, of course, the commander. Yeah, the loader does have a lot of room in there.
The seat's really low for this type.
And when they're buttoned up,
There's probably an electric adjustment.
these guys are going to be riding like this. Now,
I got a machine gun too.
yeah, he fires it, and he aims it. All you do is reload.
Yep. Give me more ammo.
Yeah.
You guys suck.
You're the ammo servant.
Come on, up them. But I got a view. They let me see.
Yeah, there's that. So there we are with the interior of the turret. You can see how cramped it is. What's that?
These are the radios hooked up and everything.
Yeah, everything in here works. Radio. I mean, there's the original headset and throat mic right there.
Oh, I'm just.
And there you go.
Okay.
All right, I'm in the gunner's position right now for the Panther. This is the main 75mm gun, and that's an L70. Now, one of the things the Germans had that was superior to us was the sights and everything, the very accurate cannons. Good frontal armor on the vehicle too, on the turret, that protected the crew from enemy fire. So our Shermans had a real hard time with the Panther when it was front on. Yeah, our air power did a number on these tanks, but 1-to-1 against the Sherman, Panther's probably going to come out on top. All right. This is the Maybach engine for the Panther. One of the problems that the Germans had was overheating. Now that had to do with the cylinder displacement and also the exhaust systems, which they redid on the later models of the Panther. Some other mechanical issues too. When I say that the Germans over-engineered, think about this. The Panther has 96 radiator fittings, whereas the Sherman has 8. So use that as comparison of how complicated the Germans got on their vehicles. Cut that.